Everything's fucked up and I've already fucked myself. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Rude Cooking School podcast. I'm your host, whose computer hates him, John Hauser III. And with me is a person who I think roots for mustard, but in his heart, he probably loves when ketchup wins.
Get out of here. My name is Evan Mayer.
Hey, man, what's up? How you doing?
Living the dream, John.
Yeah, me too. Sitting here fucking fighting with my computer that just wants to update all the time. You piece of shit.
Updates.
Dude, it's always updates.
Cumulative security update for Windows x64 systems HT0196888-2.
Well, the computer I have right now has Windows 10 on it still. So yeah. I'm either going to have to upgrade some stuff or just get a whole new laptop.
Yeah, why not?
I have a work laptop that's right there, and I'm sure it would run everything, but like trying to set up Audition and everything last minute was just like, my computer was like, okay, yeah, sure, let's try this. And that computer's fine, but it's just a pain in the ass. Whatever, I don't care. Fucking stupid computer. You're lucky to get fucking bashed into the goddamn wall, computer. I was talking to the computer, not you, Evan.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I'm not in your basement.
Yeah. No, I would rather have you been here in my basement.
Oh,
so
yeah. I could have brought my regular
me...
old recorder. We could have just done that instead of worrying about laptops.
Well, no, I could have just sat here and bullshit it instead of just quietly seethed at the computer. And then I go upstairs and there's home stuff up there. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm coming back downstairs. I'm not worried about my son's homework right now. That I'll deal with that when I get done. Yeah. You know what grinds my gears, Evan?
Computers and homework.
Yeah. It sounds like a punk song. Computers and homework. Computers and homework.
I ran over my neighbor.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I, as well as you this week, have gone to a baseball game.
Yeah. I had to sit in the Yankees section. Blah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, that's right, because your fiance is a Yankees fan.
Mm-hmm.
Gross. I would kick her to the curb. No reason to do that. Yeah. I went yesterday with my son. We had a blast. Actually ran into Rebecca. She saw that I had posted a picture of me and my son and was like, hey, where are you at? And then I told her where I was and then instantly got a picture from her of me looking for her. And she's like, why are you standing up, you fucking weirdo? And I'm like, why are you taking pictures of me, you creep? So we went and sat with them for the last inning, and that was really fun because they had really, really, really nice seats.
You had bleacher seats?
No, my parents have, well, my mother now has, they've had season tickets forever.
Oh, wow.
But they're under the mezzanine.
Okay.
On the, I guess, like behind home plate on the opposing team side. But it's really nice because it's, the sun doesn't get you. And the way my dad has done this for years, and he's constantly moved closer and closer to home plate. Like they started out like past third base and they've moved now behind home plate kind of, is he sits right under a TV. Okay. So he can watch the replays, which was really smart. So I had to tell Crosby, I was like, don't watch the game on the TV. It's got like a 2-second delay. Cause he's like, wait, what happened? I'm like, don't watch the TV. It's right in front of you. But that was a lot of fun. But the fucking food is terrible.
Yeah, I sent you a photo of the walking mac and cheese that we tried, and it was just it was okay mac and cheese with like bits of mushroom in it in a waffle, not a cone, a waffle taco basically, a waffle boat. And,
okay.
And then it comes in a paper basket, and I was like, oh.
So it was a mac and cheese taco?
Yeah, I mean it was a waffle boat. It wasn't really a taco. But what I thought was strange was the presence of the mushrooms, because it's it's stadium food.
Who were the people working the counter there?
That
Was it the standard people that are working all over the place?
I don't know, but the walking taco, as we discussed, was from Sally O's, I think.
Right.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did they have Sally O's people there? Did they have
I have no
it's
idea.
not
I
Aramark
wasn't even
anymore.
there.
It's some fucking weird company.
Sedesco.
It's not Sedesco either, I don't think. It's
Classic
it's some
catering.
yeah, it's some local place, but they got like a really weird setup. Okay, so like I normally get like hot dogs and peanuts and water outside of the stadium and bring it in.
Ice cold water.
Which is really, really nice. It's cool that the Orioles let people do that, right? Nobody was there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Did they kick all those people away from the convention center? And then there was some people selling T-shirts and shit. And like next to them was like a snack stand.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, well, I'll just get water and some peanuts. And the lady was like, oh, yeah. I was like, how much? And she's like, oh, 2 for $5. I'm like, and she's like, but they're the big waters. It's fine. I'm like, okay. And then a bag of peanuts. She gives me two big bottles of water and a bag of peanuts. She's like, $20. And I'm like, the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? You said the fucking waters were 2 for $5. She said, no, two of them, $5 a piece. And I was like, that's not what you said. And I was like, so the peanuts are $10 fucking dollars? And she's like, yeah. I was like, okay, you can keep the fucking peanuts. I'll take the waters, fine. And then she was like, well, we have smaller bags. And I was like, no, I'm good. She's like, no, you can have the smaller bag. It's $7. I was like, I'm not paying $7 for fucking peanuts.
Right.
And she was like, oh, you take all 3 for $15. And I was like, that sounds okay, fine. I just want to leave now because you've made it weird. I should have known there was no pricing, signage, and then for the rest of the night, Crosby's like, you got ripped off, right? And I'm like, you don't know shit about pricing. Like, we saw Rebecca and he's like, my dad got ripped off tonight. It was the only bad part of the night. I'm like, I didn't get ripped off. Once I got inside, it's like, okay, the peanuts are $6 a bag. So I was like, okay, I made out on that. And then
saved $1.
Yeah, but then the waters, which were regular size 12 ounce waters, were $5.89, which is fucking highway robbery.
Yeah, the Bud Lights, which I now only drink because I gotta own those conservatives.
Sure.
Were like $11.81 a bottle. Ugh. Yikes.
That's insane. The prices are crazy. Like, I don't know what they want. A hot dog. And granted, it's one of those fucking giant fucking horse dick hot dogs.
Yeah, they're big.
And like, $9 for a hot dog's ridiculous no matter how thick it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, apparently they have a section that Rebecca told me about that I'd walked past, but I didn't figure out what it was because it was just the number 410. But they have a section called 410 where everything at that store is $4.10.
Oh. So
like you can get a regular hot dog, which is actually all I wanted last night. I don't like those giant fucking hot dogs. And Crosby's like, why? And I'm like, the meat to bun ratio is off and it doesn't taste good to me. It's weird. And I was like, I know it sounds like I got like a weird food thing. He's like, you do have a weird food thing. And I'm like, dude, I don't need you to agree with me. Like, just fucking
shut your mouth.
Yeah, stop it. You'll understand one day.
So you didn't get anything fancy?
We wound up getting sausage and peppers and onions.
Okay.
Which was, it was, I guess, like an Old Bay sausage with onions and peppers. Both of them were $9 a pop. It was perfectly fine. Like put some mustard on it. Perfectly fine. A little spicy. It got the job done. Crosby wanted another one. But I should have known that like the best thing to get there, and the only thing you should get there if you can't get a regular hot dog, is the chicken tenders. Because you get 3 gigantor chicken tenders and a fucking bunch of fries. And they're all
$14.
Perfectly fine. No, it's like, I think it's like $10 or $9.
If true, that's actually cheaper than at like most bars that I've seen them at now. It is nuts. A chicken tender platter on the regular menu is running $15 at some places I've seen. It's bonkers. It's almost as if living in the city just isn't worth it.
I know, dude. We were gonna order. We played Dungeons and Dragons on Saturday, and just wanted some regular wings. Right. We were gonna go to local Fancy Pants. Not even Fancy Pants. A goddamn bar. They're just known for their wings. A place called Kisslings, and I'm fucking calling them out. Right. Kisslings. 10 wings for $20.
No.
Yeah, dude. Not even 12. 10 wings.
Ugh.
They better be just fucking actual bird legs and thighs.
Yeah. That sauce is good, though.
Yeah, I guess. But, like, sorry, guys. This has just been a shit. Like, food pricing's nuts. And I get it. Like, we talk about it all the time. Welcome to the Rude Cooking School fucking podcast. Old man talk about food prices, but like, you know, this is a food news episode, and that's what we're talking about. So, like, you know, it's just crazy. On top of like, you know, so actually, we wound up ordering from Hooters, and I got a fish taco, and we got. Crosby got sliders, Leanna got a salad, and we got wings, and everything was absolutely good.
Huh.
Like it wasn't amazing. It wasn't blah. It wasn't terrible. It was good. I was like, you know what? I'm perfectly fine with this. And actually, the smoked wings in Crosby wanted teriyaki sauce. They were great.
Yeah.
They were really good. They were smoky and delicious, and they weren't overcooked. They fell apart nicely. You know what I mean? Like, I was actually surprised at how good they were.
I'm reminded of back when I moved into the city, which we're going on 19 to 20 years at this point, and bulking at like a $3.50 Bud Light bottle.
Yeah, right.
And it's like now, you know, every time Hannah and I go to a bar and run up a tab, it's close to $70 to $80, and I'm like, all right. I mean, this is what I liked about Baltimore was like the dingy dive bars, of which there are maybe 3 left in my area, and you know, I don't know, man, it's just tiring. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember like even almost 20 years ago running up like a $50 or $60 tab, right? And it's like back then that was like holy shit. But you know, I was drinking probably like double Jack and Cokes and you know whatever the fuck, right? Like now I'm like, oh well, I didn't drink that much, and it's like $100.
Right. You get a entree and like 2 drinks, and
I'm just talking about drinks, but yeah, like,
sure,
it's crazy.
Oh yeah, no, even okay, so fine, not an entree and 2, and let's just say 3 or 4 drinks.
Right.
Like a 40 a head.
It's nuts.
It is silly. I mean, it's very silly.
So like,
especially because if your intention is to hang out at the bar, socialize, talk to the people around you, meet new people, God forbid, you know, in your area, in your neighborhood.
Oh God, I don't want to talk
now
about
it all
people.
just seems to be like, you're here, you're going to have 2 drinks, you're going to take some Instagram photos, and then you're leaving. You're not there to play darts. You're not there to like engage with the community. I don't know. It sucks. I hate it.
Why are they not I hate this. The Baltimore Banner has a thing on the Camden Yards food, right?
Uh-huh.
Where they review the food.
Okay, yeah.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Everybody does it.
They get all
They did not put one fucking price on any of it.
right.
Why didn't they put
These
the price
nachos
on
with
this?
squeezed cheese are delightful.
Yeah, and that's based like the Yard Dog, 3-foot long hot dogs slathered in crab dip. Well, it's not 3-foot long hot dogs. It's one hot dog cut into 3 pieces. Like, what are you talking about? Ugh, this writer drives me crazy.
Oh, you and her.
Yeah.
Beefing.
There is no beef.
Imaginary beef.
It's imagine. She doesn't even know I exist.
beef.
Yep. But yeah, so, you know, we got the food and it was perfectly fine. But like, there was other stuff there that was like, the pizza looked bad.
Oh.
The food all looked just like it had been sitting out for 48 hours. Like, you know.
Well, this is, I guess, you know, this is the time-honored discussion about Camden Yards, which was one of the finest ballparks in the world, and the powers that be trying to cut corners. I remember there was that one time,
exactly
that one slew of years where it was like, we're really beefing up the food selection, and it was like Korean tacos or Korean cheesesteaks. It was fancy, powerful, fancy stuff. And the attendance numbers were dick. So they're like, all right, we're going all the way backwards. We're going to make everything crap,
So
charge too much. Attendance is going to be terrible.
So that's the thing. So I want to try to find out who does the food. Maybe they'll talk about it. Levy Restaurants is who does it.
Never heard of them.
They do the concessions. Okay. So around whatever me and Crosby went and got our food. So around 6th inning, at that point, the concession people were already getting off and getting paid. So I guess they have like a check-in station on the concourse outside of the restaurant. So there's a guy at a table, and the concession people are going to the table, handing in their card. The guy's keying it in, ticky-tack, and then he gives them a slice of pizza. He's got fucking boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes. Look that song up. Boxes of, one slice of pizza for everybody who's checking out. And then there's tons of concession workers sitting around eating their pizza. And I'm like, that's cool. But it's just a bad look, man. Like, don't they have a cafeteria for that shit? Like, I'm sure they don't. And I'm happy that those people get food, but it just looks really weird. They're not paying them in food, right? Like, I'm assuming, I would hope that all those people get to take that food home with them at the end of the night that doesn't sell. It's probably not the case, because places like that are probably,
Oh, no, that's a health hazard. You got to throw it all away.
Yeah, right? I don't know. I had a lot of problems with just the food last night. It's so bad. It's so bad. And the Salio's place was closed. I guess that was just like a weekend thing.
I don't know, yeah. I mean, but now they're allowing everyone to bring an outside bag, and everyone I saw at the game had a clear plastic bag of XYZ.
But that's never been a problem before. This has been they stopped that for 2 years during the pandemic.
Was it only 2? No, I thought it was a policy going way back.
No, it's been
no
you've
outside
been able to bring
food.
You've been able to bring food in for 30 years. Yeah, it's always been a thing, because we always got 2 hot dogs a piece, a bag of popcorn, a bag of peanuts, and a couple waters, and it would be under $20, and then you're into the park. Mm-hmm. Because the tickets are fucking expensive.
Yeah, they are. Very.
And then
people on Twitter are whining about it because, attendance, the numbers are not good. And it's just like, yeah, man, those seats are expensive.
It doesn't help that every person that lives, 500 feet outside of the city lines thinks that they're going to get murdered.
Yeah, right.
Which is ridiculous.
I can't go in downtown Baltimore. It's too dangerous. Having said that, there what, 7 16-year-olds have been shot downtown in the last couple of months.
Fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what grinds my gears. We had such a good time. I love watching
that's gear-worthy
baseball
of grinds.
with my son. But they try to gussy it all up and, put all these little food stations that are outside of the actual concourse stuff, and they're all garbage, and the prices are just extravagant, and it's bad.
One time
I didn't even pay for my tickets, and I was like, this is fucking bullshit.
One time I had a collectible helmet with Dippin' Dots in it, and that was cool.
They don't sell those.
No, not anymore.
I went to get Crosby ice cream last night, and they didn't have the Dippin' Dots place didn't have it. I couldn't find regular ice cream. We went to Rita's. They had ice cream, but they didn't have a helmet. And then he wound up just getting Rita's. That's okay.
Yeesh.
Which wasn't even Rita's. It was just a slushie.
Yeesh.
Because Rita's is kind of hard, right? It's kind of snowballish. It's not like a slushie.
Ice custard happiness. I don't know. Yeah, I think I usually get a 50-50.
Oh, okay. They poured it out like it was a 7-Eleven slushie. That's what it looked like. I'm not familiar too much with Rita's.
Yeah, I've only had it twice from that same one outside of the Science Center.
Yeah. So. Okay. On a better note, hopefully, you went Wedding food perusing.
Well, yeah, it's our second time because the first time was at a wedding expo.
Man, you guys are on top of these wedding expos.
Well, they're right down the street. They're at the venue that we're doing our thing. And
where at? Well, you don't have to tell me the venue. Just
it's Visionary Art Museum. That's fine.
Oh, okay. They have them there. Okay.
Yes. There are.
The first time I was going to get married, I was going to get married there. Yeah.
Fate had a different idea.
Mm-hmm. That's certainly the case, my friend.
Yeah. So it's this today is the second one that we've been to where there were follow-up questions for, people that made the spreadsheet basically. And,
okay.
We're trying to focus on having a raw bar during the cocktail hour. We're getting Miss Twist for dessert, baby.
A what?
We're getting Miss Twist to
what's that?
It's
like ice cream?
Yeah, the local ice cream lady truck.
Okay, is that like Mr. Softy?
Yeah, but Miss Twist is more of a neighborhood name. I don't know what your person's name is over there. Every neighborhood
Mr. Softy
has
is like an ice cream thing that like would go around Baltimore all the time.
Okay,
they're still around.
I wouldn't know. We just have Miss Twist over here. Okay,
gotcha.
Either way, that's going to be.
All right, I'll back off. Jesus Christ.
She'll be parked outside. Anyone who wants dessert can go up and get it.
Oh, that's cool.
And so we're trying to decide between table service and buffet, and we've got options, and we explored them a little further today. And man, the first one had tickets. You had to buy them. I got to tell you, you want to have a cheap night out, you go to one of these things. And today it was free. Today I had it was like a piece of rockfish with like a shredded cucumber thing on top, or zucchini thing on top of a grit-based cake with cheddar in some corn sauce, so a little sweet, and then crab meat.
Dang.
And yeah, and that was like they just gave that to me for free. It was basically an actual meal.
And it was like a good portion?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like a full plate, but it was a good amount.
But it's the portion. Is it the portion that they would give at the wedding?
Yeah, at like a station instead of like plates. Let's see what else. I had a short rib with mashed potatoes. I had what else? Buffalo chicken wonton, which is very basic but really good.
That sounds good.
There was this little waffle cone, tiny little waffle cone thing with like a watermelon miso corn something, and it was like sweet, savory, salty. It was good. It was very good. Everything we had was very good. Plus, they give you complimentary drinks. So
you
do the whole tour, you schmooze these people. You're like, yeah, we're just shopping around for vendors.
Well, that's the smart thing, is to give the booze out, because then it loosens the purse strings.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, but what I'm saying is, hey, you got a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or you're married, but it's been a long time. Go to one of these things. You'll get your money's worth right away.
Or just take your friend.
Yeah.
just put some rings on.
Yep, we're
that's cool.
We're just in the market for some wedding caterers.
Were there a lot of vendors there?
This one was smaller. The first one was big, and I imagine that's why it cost money. But this one was like a one in a series of events they do for people who are getting married in Baltimore.
I remember Leanna went to a wedding expo, and like her and all of her bridesmaids went and hung out and came back drunk, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, and they were giving out champagne.
Yeah, every food station had like a signature cocktail or two, and then there was one wine cart that was just handing out wine. Yeah,
and then I remember we went to like people's houses who were caterers, and like we went to like 3 different places, and then wound up with the person that we ended up with, and that was awesome. But yeah. Oof. So much planning.
It's a lot of planning, a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. Yes, it is.
Yeah, we're going to supply our own alcohol, because I know so many bartenders and bar owners that can do that for us. And
that's cool.
Yeah, I'm going to be going to
we supplied our own alcohol too, because we got a deal through a local liquor store.
Yeah, I mean, I might go to Lighthouse and be like, hey, but
well, no, it wasn't Lighthouse at the time. It was Chesapeake Wine.
We are securing a super secret after party location.
Okay.
Don't want any of your listeners to know, because I don't want them crashing the party.
It's called Bruce Springsteen's house.
I'll just say it used to be a speakeasy. So you could probably guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway.
Cool, man. Well, that's good. That's happy. Like that's like, even though it's like kind of stressful, like you get a couple cocktails and you get some free food and you're like, all right, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Until you pay for all of it.
Yep. Yep. Going into debt.
Yeah. Just hope everybody kind of gives you some money.
Oh, yeah. I hope so.
It's a losing proposition.
If any of the listeners want to give me some money, my Venmo is at City That Breeds.
Yeah, GoFundMe for your fucking wedding stuff.
No, the GoFundMe
People do it.
/ Indiegogo will be for the honeymoons, which I have already said is going to be a food trip. And maybe
have you guys figured out where you're going?
No, and I'm thinking somewhere Asian, Indonesian, possibly, because some kind of Asian. I really want to do the kind of riverboat, market thing that on one of those shows where we get a tour guide and we just eat street food for weeks.
That sounds
days
awesome.
and weeks, yeah, and then go see some old buildings and jungles and stuff. I don't know. We'll see.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, plenty of time to figure that out.
Sweet. All right. Well, let's get into the food news.
What did you just say? News.
The food that newses. The news that foods.
There you
go. Okay, we're coming back to baseball.
I'm talking baseball.
Did you hear about Philadelphia Phillies dollar hot dog
knife fight night?
You heard about this?
Hannah told me about it like momentarily, and I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. They destroyed a hitchhiking robot, so yes.
Yeah. Oh, that poor robot. At a recent Philadelphia Phillies game, the crowd skipped the 7th inning stretch for a Frankfurter-sized food fight. As reported by ABC Action News, the Philadelphia Phillies versus Miami Marlins game on April 11th turned into a food melee when fans turned dollar hot dog night into a hot dog eating contest, which is ridiculous. As one young fan started to scarf down several hot dogs, others encouraged him to eat more and more, and then started throwing more hot dogs at him. And by the way, the Phillies were losing at this point, so that's why they were getting pissed off. Wait a minute, people in Philly throwing things at someone?
Yeah, being uncivilized. Who knew?
Yeah, one thing led to another, and the Franks flew through the stadium. Although surprisingly, none of the hot dogs looked like it got onto the field. It got a bunch of people ejected from the game. Even though the first row might have been innocent, the resulting mass projectiles became a safety issue and had to be stopped. The Philadelphia Phillies issued a statement condemning the poor behavior. Where there are 2 more dollar hot dog nights on the schedule, it remains to be seen if the food promotion will be seen again in light of what just happened. Baseball fans are cautioned to keep their eye on the field for fly balls and not flying hot dogs. So, we were just talking about it. Hot dog prices between $4 and now $9. So hot dog night's like a big thing. And it's funny because that night I was at home watching the baseball game on TV and just perusing through like Twitter or whatever. And someone took a video of the line of people waiting to get dollar hot dogs.
Oh, that's crazy.
And it was nuts. Like, no shit. It had to have been at least 500 people. Dude. Like, it was crazy long.
I remember going to Dollar Hot Dog Day or All You Could Eat Hot Dog Day. Even I can't remember what it was at Camden Yards, and it was not like that. There were people just walking around with giant steam trays of hot dogs, and you would just grab one and keep walking.
That sounds amazing.
It was. I don't know how often they do that per season, but I'd like to go.
I remember it was only like 4 or 5 years ago, they used to do a thing where you paid like $15 extra on your ticket and you got like a thing to go up into the fancy pants place, like where they keep all the club level stuff. And they had a section where you would sit outside of club level. You wouldn't sit in the club level. You would sit outside of club level, but they had their own stationary thing. You got free popcorn. Well, not free, but all the popcorn and hot dogs you could eat and water.
That's pretty rad.
For free. $15. That was awesome.
Yeah, I would eat like 3 hot dogs and maybe a bag of popcorn and a couple waters.
That's it.
And I'd be like, that's all. I'm good.
That's all you need. Yeah, 3 regular hot dogs, which is still a lot of hot dogs. But over the course of, 3 hours, sure. All the popcorn you get, you just got a big bucket of popcorn and then water. They just had, you pour your own water. It's great.
Sure.
But as seen on the MLB website, various teams offer dollar hot dog nights. For example, the Houston Astros have had several hot dog nights promotions on the schedule, while the price is a deep discount of the original price, which, can we just honestly be serious here? A $9 hot dog, you're paying for like 45-cent worth of food.
Oh, sure.
Like it's so crazy.
Yeah, they're not made of like ground up tenderloin or anything.
Yeah, it's not Wagyu hot dogs. It's lips and assholes. It's all lips and assholes. They buy the cheapest lips and assholes they can.
Assholes.
Yes, and that's fine. Wonderfully seasoned lips and assholes. So while the price is a deep discount off the original price, the quality and the ticket sales can incentivize the offering. Often the home team is looking to fill empty seats during less popular series. And food promotion is a driver of that, I guess. But yeah, while many people focus on the crazy offerings like the stupid 3-foot hot dog we were just talking about earlier, the reality is that some people just want an affordable hot dog. They don't want to pay, $20 for some goofy fucking trash, quote unquote, viral food.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see what happens after this. Like, God damn it, Philly. Don't ruin it for everybody else. Fucking assholes.
MLB says no dollar hot dog night.
Yeah. Can't do it anymore, dickheads. Ugh. I'm in a bad mood and fuck Philly. Nah, Philly, I love you. God damn it, though. Stop throwing shit at people. Motherfuckers throw batteries at people, snowballs at Santa Claus. It's like their God-given right to be dicks and throw things at people.
Gross.
Even grosser is soon enough your fortune cookies will not have been written by people anymore.
AI.
Yeah.
Sweet. I cannot wait to read some AI chatbot fortunes.
Yeah, despite not being a real Chinese tradition, the entire industry is dedicated to the fortune cookie. So, as we know, fortune cookies are an American thing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But every Chinese food place gives you free fortune cookies.
They're delightful. Little sugar cookies that have been pinched into a little dumpling.
Sometimes they have a little bit of orange flavoring in them. I love those.
Mm-hmm.
With approximately 3 billion manufactured each year, which the industry is huge. From predicting lottery numbers, which is terrible, to telling jokes, which are always great, but I don't see those. Repurposing ancient proverbs is always fun, but I don't get those anymore. A lot of mine don't make sense anymore.
Yeah, they're just random English that, you're like, okay.
Yeah, or it's like, what the fuck? This isn't even a fortune.
One of them was, you like refreshing time.
Yeah, that's good. So manufacturers have written millions of fortunes hoping that customers will never get the same one twice in bed. Now some of them are turning to AI to carry the copywriting tradition.
I can't wait.
Open Fortune, a company that combined advertising with fortune cookies, is one of the first to invest in ChatGPT. For those who don't know, ChatGPT is...
It's just going to start spitting out ad copy for companies
yeah,
drink more Ovaltine.
I've been staying away from the ChatGPT while I kind of
John
vaguely knew what it was. I had to actually look it up for this, and it's awful. I went to the website and I didn't touch it. I just read through it and I was like, this sounds awful. I've seen things that people have done with it.
I love it.
But they're using they're the first to invest in Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Like, how do you invest in that tech? Isn't that website free?
I think it's limited, but it is free, and then you can get a plus account, or I guess a pro
But
account.
like to get fortunes, you're not asking it to write you a fucking thesis.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right?
I mean, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you a little teaser. Go ahead and listen to the most recent episode of the CTB show.
Okay. I haven't gotten to it yet.
I think you'll enjoy the first few minutes.
Okay. So co-founder Sean Porat tells the Wall Street Journal that the robot-generated messages are virtually indistinguishable from those written by industry veterans.
Yeah, because it's just like boring, like
it's all garbage.
It's just patter. It's copyright. It's
right.
Dumb. It's so easy. It's very easy to do.
Yeah, Charles Lee, owner and CEO of Fortune Cookie Factory Winfair Foods Incorporated, has already begun using OpenFortune's cookie writing software as a time saver. So they made I got you. So OpenFortune made a app with Chat GPT as its engine. Gotcha. Okay, they're terrible at writing things to let people know how to figure this out. Lee previously employed freelance writers to create fortunes for the 11,000 restaurants his company provides nationwide. That's crazy. While the chatbot can spit out fortunes in mere seconds, other manufacturers don't have much faith in AI when it comes to fortunes. Wonton Foods Incorporated, supplier of more than 40,000 restaurants nationwide, has a database of over 15,000 fortunes that it cycles through in order to prevent customers from getting repeats.
So I just used ChatGPT to generate one.
Okay, give it to me.
Good things come to those who wait, but great things come to those who take action.
Okay.
There you go.
That's not a bad one.
It's not, but it's it's so easy
to
do.
It's better than some of the crazy shit I've been getting. It's not even like you will. It's just like you find happiness in the corners. You're like, wait, what? What are you talking about? Okay, give us a couple. Give us a couple.
I'm just going to hit the repeat button. Good things come to those who take action. Your boldness will be rewarded in the near future.
Okay, now we're getting.
I'm gonna do it again.
Here. All right.
Good luck.
Things come.
Good luck will come to you in unexpected ways. Keep an open mind and a positive attitude, and the universe will reward you with abundant blessings. Ooh.
Hey,
hold on.
right.
I'm gonna do it.
That's a little long, but
hold on 1 second. Sorry, I had to type it in. Generate a fortune cookie fortune about a cat. Here we go.
Okay.
Your life will be enriched by the companionship of a furry friend. Look out for a playful and curious feline who will bring joy and warmth into your home. That's not bad.
R.I.P. fucking
anyway.
fortune writers.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
who cares?
Those were already better than fucking most of the ones that I've gotten.
I mean, like, human people were writing that bullshit like horoscopes, for fuck's sake.
Right.
Like, why aren't we doing that with Chat GPT? Because it's all
just
nonsense.
It's all garbage. It's all fake. Yeah.
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 I would like to see
AI really freaks me out, by the way.
It's only as good as the database that it's looking at. But
no, I know. But like the AI art is already problematic.
Yeah, that is because it's based on other people's art.
Right. But like AI porn is terrible because people are like convincing other people that their wives and husbands are cheating on them by like, I look at this picture I saw, and they're like, what the fuck? It's terrible.
Yeah, I've seen some risque photos of just people that don't exist, and I think that's crazy.
Yeah. All those people don't exist. It's all fake. It's amalgamation people with 13 fingers on one hand.
I would like to see an AI generated issue of Nintendo Power. I think that'd be great. If AI could just make like a fake video game.
Have you seen the Mario movie yet?
No.
It's out, right?
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah. We haven't seen it yet.
We did discuss it on our podcast, and it's got like a 59 on the tomato meter.
Really?
Yeah, and like 95 with the fans. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, look, the Mario movie isn't for the critics. I mean, 95 for fans is probably pretty good. Like,
right.
If
the fans are between the ages of 8 and 15, that's fine. But these are adult people that are watching a cartoon movie for kids.
Yeah.
And, complaining about X, Y, or Z. Well, especially
That's
Mario's
nuts.
voice. I think that is a legit complaint that Chris Pratt needs to take a knee and just, like, I don't know, stick to Guardians for a while. And the Jurassic World, he's in too much shit.
Yeah, and he's kind of lost his luster. He's kind of a nut anyway. Like he's turned into like a cult, Christian cult nut. So
the
like,
slogan
that
"Go woke,
stinks, too.
go broke." I mean, like whatever the opposite of that is, he's kind of
Is what he's doing. Yeah.
Well, no, I guess the actual opposite of that would be like Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's probably Kevin Sorbo with just saying it out loud, right?
Maybe, maybe inside he has words that he just doesn't say out loud.
But okay, for everyone who's like, he shouldn't be the voice of Mario, do you really want, it's me, Mario, I'm going to talk like this for 2 hours? Like,
there is a way to figure that out. Like maybe Chat GPT and AI could help us, but
oh God.
Yeah, with like a little whoop, whoop, hoo. When he's in a fight scene with some Goombas, and he should be making those noises.
Yeah,
but no, he doesn't need.
Do
to
you
be
know
like,
that he doesn't?
It's me.
Yeah, because if they did it's a me Mario, like there'd have been like fucking.
Well,
like,
do you remember the first time that
it's racist.
you ever saw a human being Mario on the television screen? Do you remember who it was that portrayed Mario?
Captain Lou Albano?
Yes.
Yeah. No,
so
I know.
That's a perfectly fine Mario. He's kind of, he's from
greasy,
New York.
Greasy fucking,
I'm a greasy plumber.
Hey, Luigi. Yeah. I mean, Bob Hoskins wasn't bad.
Yeah. I thought it was very confusing that John Leguizamo was his brother, but it wasn't his brother in the movie. It was like his adopted child.
Yeah,
Okay.
that movie was terrible and should be burned.
Yeah.
I've seen apologists for it this week, and I'm not taking that bait, my friend.
Well, the movie, they tried to make it steampunk, and like they chopped it to bits too. It was like it had a lot of deleted stuff, and yeah, I can't defend it.
Yeah, it's like I remember seeing it in the movie theater, and
did you really
being so fucking furious during it, and I didn't walk out of it. And I was just like, wow, this is garbage.
Yeah, what if we took
so
the
bad.
Mushroom Kingdom but made it a different parallel dimension Brooklyn where dinosaurs evolved into people? Sure.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, I don't know. I got no problem with people doing voices for things. But yeah, again, with that guy, like there's a lot of voice actors that, just don't. Like,
They don't make Chris Pratt money. Let's just say that.
Right. You could have got somebody, but that they're like, oh, that's the guy that's going to bring them in.
Right.
Because
Sure.
people want to hear Chris Pratt's fucking voice. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I do think it's funny that, I don't know how much money Mario Brothers has made so far, but, Sonic, the first one and the second one, were very well received. And I think they did very well.
They were really good movies.
They were fun.
Yeah. And I say really good movies in terms of like, children's fucking movies. Like, it's a movie for children and it's really good. Like, as a person who has a child who now is like moving into older movies, I've seen so many garbage fucking movies, garbage fucking cartoons. Like, there's so many bad cartoons out there. And like, when somebody does something good and then it goes away, like the Owl House just went away last week. The Owl House is fucking phenomenal. That went away. The reboot of DuckTales went away, and that was awesome. And I don't know why they got rid of that. But like, it's really frustrating. And I get maybe DuckTales because they actually did the same thing where all of their voice actors were biggish names.
Yeah.
Speaking of what is it? Sonic, it was Ben Schwartz who did one of the voices on he was Huey, I think. Louie. Or maybe Dewey. Probably Huey. Anyway. On to Cadbury Cream Eggs.
Oh boy.
Do you like those things?
I could eat like one a year.
Could you eat one that or multiple that were sandwiched on a Subway sandwich bread?
No, sir.
You don't want that?
I don't.
Oh, well.
Is the bread where's the bread from?
You're not going to get it. It's from Subway. Yeah. Hold on. So all my pictures don't come up. So that's frustrating. So Cadbury teamed up with Subway in the UK. And they made a sandwich. It's
Is it like a meatball sub but with Cadbury eggs?
Yes.
And in which case, what is the sauce that is on the eggs?
Well, no. It looks like it's just the broken eggs.
Ew.
The website for British candy maker Cadbury features over 40 different recipes that can be made with its purple wrappered chocolates. There are elaborate cakes, decadent brownies, and quick and easy ice cream made with frozen vanilla custard. There's also a pretty bonkers idea for Cadbury, like a cream egg toasty, involving melting a sliced Cadbury egg between two pieces of buttered bread. Okay. I'm sure that's actually done a lot, right? Like I can see people making some toast or taking a cold Cadbury egg, slicing it, putting it on your bread, sure, and putting it in a toaster and letting everything get together. Gross, but okay. Like that's a thing you do at home when you're high or you just don't give a fuck and nobody's looking. I get it. So it was an ultra limited edition collaboration with Subway. So Cadbury partnered with Subway UK and Ireland to prepare and give away 500 sub melts.
Ugh.
Sub melts made by smashing Cadbury cream eggs on Subway's own Italian white bread.
Ew.
So do you want to see what this looks like?
I might as well.
This is the promo photo that I'm about to show you. This isn't like some picture that someone just took a picture of. This was on their website. Like, doesn't this look good?
Oh,
it looks like a bunch of turds with mayonnaise.
Yeah,
on it.
yes, it looks like canned beans put in a panini press.
Yes.
With some very unfortunately melted cheese and God, oh god, that looks awful.
One might say it looks like a poop and cum sub.
Yeah, it is. It's a poop and cum sub. Title of the episode.
Yeah, it's a poop and cum sub. Yes, that's clearly been toasted because you can see the burn marks
see
on
the little
top,
toasty marks,
where it clearly didn't actually heat the bread up except for that one spot. Because we all know how food photography
Oh, that
works.
is awful.
Like they didn't even attempt
What is the
it.
date on this article? Please tell me it's April 1st.
No, this was that they did this last week in anticipation of Easter.
Ugh.
So like this was the other picture.
It's like a very unfortunate diarrhea in a
Yeah.
It's like the worst diarrhea.
Yeah, it's like a diarrhea and like soft-boiled egg sandwich.
Yep,
maybe.
there you go.
Let's take the cum out of it because
This is a PG-13 show.
yeah. No, but because then it would be because there's yellow in it too, so it would have to be
Cum and
infected
piss.
cum.
Yeah.
Cum. Yeah, like creamy piss and cum.
Sinus.
This is good.
Sinus infection, diarrhea, cum.
Yeah.
Sub.
God, this one's really pushing the boundaries of my the explicit tag here. Quote, we're delighted to have collaborated with Cadbury this Easter. Rusty Warren, Senior New Product Development and Product Innovation Manager
He's
at
a big
Subway.
fan of the rusty
Jesus
trombone.
Christ. Yeah. His title is Senior New Product Development and Product Innovation Manager. Wow. He said in a statement, quote, our Italian white bread and Cadbury cream eggs makes the most flavorsome combination.
Shut
no, it
the
doesn't.
fuck up. This was
It
written by
absolutely doesn't.
ChatGPT.
A perfect seasonal treat. No, it's not. All the team at Subway are especially excited to see how
they
those
aren't.
Subway fans with a sweet tooth respond to this delicious sub melt. No, they won't. So they only did 500 of them. Friday morning at 4 Subway locations in Glasgow, Scotland, Liverpool, London, and Swansea, Wales.
They sold.
Luckily,
4 of them.
Northern Ireland had they dodged a bullet there. So quote, when Subway approached us to create this extraordinary submelt, we simply couldn't resist. Charlotte Docker, brand executive for Cadbury Creme Egg, said, oh, it's the lady. The highly anticipated cream egg season is in full swing, and we're so excited to launch this innovative product with Subway as a final hurrah to the season. End quote. So yeah, Cadbury Creme Egg Submelt. I have a bad feeling this is just the beginning of a terrible decision making.
Cadbury Creme
process.
Eggs and spaghetti.
Oh yeah, there's going to be all kind of bullshit. Like, and I'm like, just the fact that we're covering this, and I'm sure we're not the only ones that are covering this. Like it's pretty wild.
I mean that promo photo. I give it up to them for expertly making it look like the most disgusting thing that has ever been made.
Yeah.
We just got this really large person to diarrhea all over some bread.
Oh God.
And then we put the toast marks on the bread, and then we made it look like it's actually a Cadbury egg sub. That was what we did. It was great.
It's really weird, right? Like,
yes, it's very strange.
I mean, there's no way to make that look good, I guess. They probably just, and granted, you know, like they probably just had some fucking poor intern just go out, like, just take we have a thing set up out there. Just use your phone. It's fine. Nobody's going to give a shit. It's fine. You know who wouldn't eat that bullshit?
My mama.
It's soft, and he only really, really likes hard food that destroys your mouth.
I'm drawing a blank.
Captain Crunch.
Okay, yeah, sure.
That
I
old
realize Captain
bastard's-
Crunch has been around for 60 fucking years.
Oh, have you talked about this already?
No, I've heard literal advertisements for it saying like,
yeah,
Captain Crunch celebrating 60 years of sweet, delicious goodness.
When I was a child, he was 60 years old. That fucker. Like, what's going on? So his cereal's turning 60.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Crunch himself is probably pushing 175.
Sure, yeah.
Like so the weird thing is, so he's turning 60 years old, and they have plans to celebrate the milestone with all the hip kids attending the first weekend of this year's Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival.
Oh, God. Hey, kids, you know it's really hip? Captain Crunch.
A cereal that will murder your mouth, and your parents fucking loved it. And grandparents, and your great-grandparents. So, appropriate to the theme, the pool at Margaritaville Resort's Palm Springs will serve as the venue for the festivities, but will be transformed into Captain's Cove.
No.
The party will be hosted by actress and singer, and you know her, I know you know her, Renee Rapp.
Yeah.
And featuring an all vinyl DJ set from, I know you know this guy too, DJ P.We, aka Anderson.Pack. I know you know that is too, right?
This is basically a party for what? Like every producer's child in the area that just gets in for free, and that's it.
Yep. It's one of those things where it's like, I had to look up who P.We is, who Anderson.Pack, and that guy's like in his late 30s.
Weird.
And I was like, I don't know who the fuck this person is. I've never heard of him. Apparently the dot stands for like his perfectionism, because he always dots. It doesn't make any sense.
He always dots the I's and crosses the T's.
But it's literally P.E.E. space .W.E.E. It's all capitalized.
Okay.
And his name's Anderson space .P.A.A.K.
But whose fucking idea is this? Why are we doing this? Why is this even existent?
You know why? Because some fucking marketive dickhead listened to his fucking bratty rich kid who goes to these things and was like, you know, it'd be really cool.
It worked really
like,
well for
shit,
Taco Bell.
Right. Yeah. I mean, again, we're talking about it because it's dumb, but people would go to this dumb shit. So according to the announcement from Quaker, attendees will, quote, celebrate the weekend in true crunch style while munching on crunch-inspired brunch items, sipping on drinks from the galley bar, glamming up their festival fit at the customization cabana, checking out merch released exclusively in honor of Captain's 60th birthday, or enjoying experiential art installations. End quote. That was all one fucking run-on sentence. Jesus. I ran out of breath trying to
take a breath.
And what's crazy is that wasn't even the beginning of the sentence. That was just where the quote started. And the quote started with a small c, so that wasn't the beginning of the sentence. It's just and I guarantee you, so it sounds like this is just some fucking kid. Again, this isn't for us. That's perfectly
it's
fine.
It's not even for kids though, because now I heard this commercial on a podcast for adults about bad movies.
Okay.
So basically, breakfast cereals are now just for adults who want to have breakfast cereal basically at 10 p.m. when they're high.
Well, when they're high, yeah.
It has nothing to do with a balanced breakfast. It never did. But, it's like, we can't sell this shit for kids anymore, so what do? Make it for elder millennials that want to go to
no adults
party?
There are no adults going to fucking Coachella anymore.
I don't know. I mean,
this might be for the
18.
for the adults that go for the true, very true, for the people that go to the hotels and just stay at the hotel and actually don't go to the thing, which is, from what I understand, a thing. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be okay. This is gonna be fucking crazy. So. It's going to be Saturday, April 15th. So you got 2 days or maybe a day. This is going to come out on the 14th. If you can get there next day, or if we're in the future and this is past the 15th, I'm sorry you missed it. I'm so sad. At 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The event is free. However, you will have to snag one of the limited number of tickets to attend. Those tickets will be up for grab today. They're probably already sold out then. This was written a couple weeks ago. Or, yes, it was written a couple weeks ago. While supplies last, so it's already up. And you had to be 21. So, because they're giving out booze with the stuff. You could go to, if you just want to look at the crazy website, go to captainscove.com.
Nope.
Like Captain. CAPNs. I'm looking at it now. It's DJP.we. Renee Rapp. I'd never looked up who Renee Rapp was because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look her up now. Because I was like, I don't know who these people are. And at first I was like, okay, I get it because I'm an old guy. Oh, she's like a young person. I have no idea who she is. She's an American actress and singer. She won the 2018 Jimmy Award for Best Performance by an Actress. What's a Jimmy Award? Do you know what that is?
I have no
idea. She took over the role of Regina George in the Broadway musical Mean Girls. Okay, good for her. There she goes. She plays she's in the HBO Max comedy series The Sex Lives of College Girls.
Oh, great. Okay.
Which I don't watch because that sounds really creepy to me. Also, don't call it HBO Max anymore.
It's just called Max.
Just called Max, which makes everyone think of Cinemax, which makes everyone think of cheap. And that was a really good way to get rid of their branding. I don't know. Fuck it. Just blow everything up. It doesn't matter anymore.
Throw it all in the toilet.
So, yeah. There you go. So there will be a special edition, just in case you can't make it to the thing. There'll be a special edition birthday Captain Crunch cereal that's birthday cake flavored. It has birthday cake flavored crunch balloons.
Great. That's wonderful. I'm so happy for that product.
They look really big and way bigger than regular Captain Crunch. And it looks like it's going to fucking shred your mouth to ribbons.
Is there not an Oops All Balloons?
Not yet. I mean, this actually looks like it's Oops All Balloons. So, yeah. Oops All Balloons. Ugh. Man. Oh, and you can, if you go to CaptainCrunchBday.com, you might be able to win something.
Cool.
Captain Crunch birthday related.
I'd rather have
sure all of you
Captain Crunch bidet for my toilet.
I'd rather have a Captain Crunch sex doll.
The Captain Crunch bidet.
So I could
shreds
fucking
up
lick
your
on his.
butthole.
So I could lick on his crunch berries.
Ahoy!
Captain Crunch is the one that started all that, right? Isn't it? Oops all
Yeah,
crunch
started
berries.
the
Is that right?
entire trend of
Oops
jokes.
all.
Yep, the oops all trend.
The oops all side your head. Yeah. So, okay, I have a couple more stories. I'm just gonna end with this one, I think.
Okay. Because I got.
Oh,
I got
I
things
will.
to do.
I will talk about this really quickly. You, instead of paying for a real wedding, you should look into wedding food. You should look into
Crunch
getting
berries.
the Wienermobile for free.
Okay.
So
You're getting hot dogs and soft serve and
for one
oysters.
magical. No, you got to go to Las Vegas for it, but it's all free.
Mm-hmm.
One magical weekend in Las Vegas, you can say I do in front of the Wienermobile
Okay.
of love.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm not going to get into it, but again, just look it up. I'm sure you'll be excited to do it.
All right. Vegas Wienermobile.
Yeah, Vegas Wienermobile, and it's just the regular fucking Wienermobile.
Okay.
So, you can sign up on the Oscar Mayer website and select your preferred 30-minute time slot. So you only get 30 minutes to hang out at this thing
Jeez.
and get married. They're going to be busting
I only
people
need
through
3.
The ceremony will be officiated by an official Oscar Mayer hot dogger, and each couple will receive a wiener-shaped cake, photos of the big day, and a walk down the aisle to the unmistakable sounds of the live Wiener Whistle Quartet, which I'm sure is lovely.
It sounds like a rousing performance.
Yeah.
Rousing.
Well, it's not. It won't be totally free because you got to pay for the marriage license.
Oh,
but,
yeah, it's like $50.
Yeah. So yeah, but I want to get into this because I can see. I've always wondered about this, but I can totally see this catching on here, and it's really nasty and it's really gross, and it kind of terrifies me. So, 2 men face 3 years in prison for sushi-related terrorism.
Okay.
So this is in Japan. On Wednesday, Osaka Prefecture Police announced the arrests of Ryu Shimazu and Toshihide Oka, 2 men who posted their recent antics on social media. The video shows them eating pickled ginger from a communal container with their personal chopsticks at local Yoshinoya. So they're putting the things in their mouth and then putting it back into the pickled ginger and then eating it and putting it back and eating. They're quadruple, time and time again, dipping.
Mm-hmm.
So the trend involves pranksters visiting. So the men openly confessed to their crimes, stating that they wanted to make people laugh as they joined in on the hashtag sushi terror, which is a big hashtag over in Japan, apparently. As the trend involves pranksters visiting popular conveyor belt sushi restaurants, taking things off the belt, licking them, touching them, or smothering them in wasabi before returning them to the belt for other unassuming diners to take. That's really fucking gross, and I hope they get thrown in jail forever.
Forever.
I would never eat at a sushi restaurant like that because that kind of freaks me. Conveyor sushi, because it kind of freaks me out because of that. Unless I can see it come out and go all the way around to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As for this particular video, Oka told the police he's egged on by Shimazu to do something funny and then shared the video because he simply wanted the attention. According to the AP, if convicted, the duo could face up to 3 years in prison and a fine of up to $3,800 for obstructing business, and up to 3 years in prison and a fine of up to $280 for property destruction. So they can face up to 6 years in prison and like $6,000
licking a sushi roll
for licking. Well, no, for eating out of what they were doing was they were just using their dirty chopsticks to eat communal ginger. Quote, "It is truly regrettable that this news has caused discomfort and anxiety among customers and has called into question the safety and security of eating out in general," a spokesman for the Yoshinoya, which operates about 1,000 restaurants across the nation, said. Quote, "We sincerely hope this will not happen again." I got news for you, homie. It's going to. They're not the only ones who... with a newly minted arrest record thanks to extremely unhygienic prank. According to the Japanese Times, 3 more people were arrested in early March for similar crimes, including one person who drank soy sauce straight from a bottle. So these actions have caused restaurants in Japan to take extreme measures to protect their patrons. Goddamn. Including everything from installing AI-assisted cameras to removing the beloved sushi conveyor belts altogether, which sucks. Because some people really dig how they're quaint and cute.
These little, yeah, they are. But these pranks are like kind of quaint compared to some of the shit that some American douchebag teens do.
Oh, literally, they would take a shit on a plate and put it on next to the sushi.
Yeah, that would be on the. I'd use a spent tampon would be on that conveyor belt.
Yeah, of course. However, some restaurants are hoping that, taking the conveyor belts down and stuff would be a last resort. Quote, "We're making changes to have a tamper-proof system." A spokesman for Kura Sushi told The Guardian, "Conveyor belt sushi, in a way, is a form of entertainment. And that sense of fun is something we'd like to preserve."
Yeah.
And yeah,
I think what they could do is they could set up an infrared system so that as soon as that plate leaves the conveyor belt, that person at that table gets charged for it.
Oh yeah.
And it's like,
I'm sure there's gonna be something like that. Speaking, putting this back to baseball, I was really weirded out by paying for my food.
What do you mean?
Nobody checked me out. I just put it on. So when we got food, it was 2 sausages and a water, and you just put it down on this tray, and I guess it takes a picture of your food, and then it automatically charges you for what's on the tray.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah.
It's automated. Weird. It was really weird, and I was like, what the fuck? And which is hilarious. And I'm like, so instantly I'm like, I didn't have to put that water on this.
Right,
like,
right.
I could have stole that. And today I saw a bunch of people going, it's pretty cool that you don't have to pay for all those beers you get at fucking Camden Yards anymore. If you just get like 6 of them and put 3 of them in your pockets. Like, yeah, that's going to happen. So, because I'm assuming there's a camera. It's weird. They look almost like, do you ever see those like the little things you get for your kitchen where it's like a little grow light and then just a little pad that you put herbs on?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that, but bigger. So and it's got dots on it's like a white table, and it's probably, let's say, the size of a food tray, so like 2.5 by 1.5 or whatever that is. Right. So you just put your food on there, and then boop, 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 it just automatically comes up by whatever it sees as that's the, food. So AI again, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
lasers.
Yeah. So, ugh. And we're all dead. By the way, I'm not a real person. I'm fucking Chat JON.
Me too.
Like
Chat JON.
So that's it. That's it for food news. You got to do the song. You got to do the outro song. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Okay. Is that like a like a hardball thing?
A current affair.
Yeah, current affair. Yeah. Inside edition and shit.
Wow.
Gong gong. So yeah, there you go, everybody. Thank you for listening to this. I'm just gonna say it. Angry episode of the Rude Cooking School podcast
so far.
The angriest and the dirtiest. I'm really sorry for both of them. We will be back next week with a new episode about a subject that I haven't picked yet, but I'm sure will be a lot of fun and hopefully won't bore Evan. Speaking of Evan, he has a podcast. Why don't you tell him about it?
Yeah, go to ctb.show and listen to the City That Breeds podcast. I gave a little teaser about our episode this week earlier, but It's relevant to topics we discussed, and I think the first 5 minutes you may find it amusing, and especially the very last 2 minutes because it's all outtakes. Yeah.
Nice. So cool. Thank you for listening. Please add us on whatever format that you are listening to us on now. We really appreciate the help because it helps drive the AI to show people that people are listening to us and they subscribe and continue to listen, and that would really help us a lot. Go to our Facebook page and join because that's a lot of fun to see what everybody's joking about and posting weird shit about. Someone posted a giant egg earlier, and that was really terrible, but lots of fun. Did you see that?
I'm not on Facebook much.
Oh, okay. It was like a thing where somebody took 24 eggs and put them into their,
and made a loaf.
Yeah, they put it in their Instant Pot and basically made a fart cake.
Yeah.
Because when you cut into it, it was just
pretty bad.
Oh, I bet it did, because it was just gray brown yolks. They looked god awful. But yeah, come and join to
Enjoy that
see
content.
that kind of stuff. Isn't that sound great, everybody? Look at fucking weird, big, thick egg fart cakes. But you'll be doing it with people that are like-minded, and if you're listening to this podcast and you've made it this far, clearly you're not offended by fart cakes. So thanks for listening to the Rude Cooking School podcast. I'm John Hauser III. Don't yuck my yum.
And don't lick no sushi on that conveyor belt.
Yeah, don't do that. That's gross.
And don't go throwing dollar hot dogs.
Yeah, don't spoil it for the rest of us that like a good dollar hot dog. I have to keep it at IKEA now, god damn it. See you, everybody. Peace.
Goodbye.